Okay, this is it, our final video. We have a few more problems to go. Let's do it. Before I forget, let me sneak in at least one more time. I guess only one more time. Math is fun. I know you believe that by now. You probably didn't when we started, but now you do. Okay, you also know that fractions rule. Okay, and we will definitely sneak a baby in there this time. Okay? I love to torment my students with these little sayings. There's a lot more, but this is the only ones we got to in this review course. But okay, let's do it. Problem 37. What do we have? If the monthly expenses for a family are represented by a circle graph, how many degrees of the circle will be needed to show that 20% of the expenses are used for clothes? Well, whenever we talk circle graph, we talk degrees of a circle. If we cut it into a quadrant, for example, this little quadrant here is 90 degrees, right? Another quadrant would be 180, 270, all the way around would be 360 degrees. Okay, so we can just think of it like that. We can set up another proportion. 360 degrees, that would be 100% of the way around my circle. Well, I'm told here that these expenses for clothing are going to be 20% around. I want to know how many degrees that is. So I'll call that X, and I'll call that 20%, and there's a proportion. Okay, cross multiply, what are we going to get? 100% times X equals 20% times 360. Well, what is 100%? That's just a 1, right? So 1x, or just x, and 20% as a decimal is 0.2. So we'll say x equals 0.2 times 360. Let's see what we get there. 0.2 times 360 is 72. All right, if we look at our choices, choice D is 72, and that's going to be our winner tonight. Okay, for 37. All right, what about 38? How many 8 by 8 inch tiles will be needed to cover a 12 by 12 foot floor? So it's a problem of area. I've got these little tiles going to cover the big floor. How many do I need? But I have a unit issue because the tiles are measured in inches and the floor are measured in feet. So I need to be consistent. So I think it would be easiest if we just converted everything to inches. Okay, so the tile's already in inches, 8 inches by 8 inches. Okay, each tile. Okay, so the area is going to be 8 inches times 8 inches, which is going to be 64 square inches. That's the area of one tile. Well, what about the room? The room is 12 feet by 12 feet. Okay, so let's convert those 12 feet to inches. Okay, kind of do it off to the side here. 12 feet, I can slap a denominator of 1 on it and multiply by what I know the relationship is between feet and inches. I know there's 12 inches in a foot, and I'm going to think about how to do this to get it right. I want the inches on top, and I want the feet to cancel. So feet cancel, inches are left, so it's going to be 144 inches. Okay, so my room, I'm going to think of it as 144 by 144 inches. Okay, so that's really 144 inches by 144 inches. So the area of my room, I'm going to take 144 times 144. What's that going to be? 20,736 square inches. Okay, that's the room. I got this big old room. I got these little old tiles. If I do a division now of the area of the room divided by the area of the tiles, it'll tell me how many tiles I need. So I'm going to take 20,736 square inches divided by 64 square inches. The square inches cancel. I'm looking for just a number, and that's what I'm going to get. The number of tiles I need. I've already got my 20,736 plugged in there. Divide by 64. I'm going to get 324 tiles. Okay, and if we look at our choices there, that's going to be choice D. Okay, for 38. 39. Which of the following fractions equals 0.04%? Well, let's convert that to a straight decimal. Okay, how do you go from percent to decimal? You move the decimal 2 places to the left and you get rid of the percent sign. So this is really 0.0004 as a straight decimal. Okay, so now we can compare the fractions to decimals. Fractions are just division problems, right? 1 over 2,500 means 1 divided by 2,500. And I have a feeling this is going to be our winner because that's a pretty small decimal. So 1 divided by a pretty big number is probably going to work, right? Let's see. Yeah, 0.0004. Okay, so we already got our winner, 1 over 2,500. Obviously, if you worked your way through, if that wasn't the first choice, you're just going to divide each one of these. 1 divided by 25 is 0.04. And we know 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. That's not going to work. 2 divided by 5. None of these are going to be even close, right? The only one that was even reasonable was that first one. So we got it. Okay. I like it. Finally, 40. This is a lot to get done in the amount of time you're going to have to do it. So, you know, utilize your calculator, do your best. If you get stuck on a problem, you know, probably best to skip it and move on because you have 45 minutes to do 40 problems. That's not much time. All right, last one here. Let's see what it has to say for itself. The decimal that equals 1/8%. Well, 1/8 we could turn to a decimal. Okay, it's 0.125, right? I happen to know that, right? How do you do it? You just divide. 1 divided by 8, 0.125. Well, it wasn't just 1/8, it was 1/8%. So it's 0.125%. So if I want to take that into a straight decimal, 2 places to the left, drop the percent sign, so it's really 0.00125. That's the decimal I'm searching for, and that's it, right? That's our choices over there are all decimals, so I don't have to do anything else except look at the choices, and if we look at choice A, there's 0.00125, so we nailed it. That's it. I thank you for watching these videos. It was probably tedious at times. I hope you learned a lot. I hope it wasn't too boring. Oops, forgot to silence my phone. That's my email. I hope it wasn't too tedious or anything like that. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you know, even long after this class is over, if you have a question, email me and I'll do my best to help you. Logistics about the exam, I don't really know, but anything math related, of course, I'd be delighted to help you. So thanks very much for watching and best of luck to you on the exam. Thank you.